As of late June 2025, the Tu-95MS Bear-H remains one of the oldest strategic bombers in active service globally. First flown in the 1950s, the aircraft has undergone numerous modernization efforts, including the MSM upgrade, which integrates new NK-12 MPM engines, a modernized radar suite Novella NV1.021 advanced defensive systems like Meteor NM2, and compatibility with long-range precision weapons such as the KH-101 and KH-102 cruise missiles. Despite these improvements, the airframe itself remains a product of the Cold War, and the aircraft's large radar signature, loud acoustic footprint, and low speed by modern standards make it increasingly vulnerable in current combat conditions. In March 2025, Russia issued contracts for the overhaul of 6 Tu-95MS bombers through two main aircraft maintenance facilities, Ryazan and Taganrog, at a total cost exceeding $300 million. Each overhaul includes structural reinforcement, new avionics, electronic warfare upgrades, and extended service life. However, these efforts are costly and slow, with only a limited number of airframes able to undergo modernization each year. Russia's aging industrial base and limited access to Western components further slow progress. Some of the aircraft undergoing repair were stationed at Taganrog, roughly 150 kilometers from the front lines in Ukraine, raising concerns about security and exposure to Ukrainian long-range attacks. The vulnerability of Russia's strategic bomber force was dramatically exposed on June 1, 2025, during an operation codenamed Spiderweb, orchestrated by Ukraine's SBU military intelligence. Using a network of small civilian vehicles and mobile homes to conceal over 100 FPV drones deep inside Russian territory, Ukraine launched a coordinated drone swarm assault on four key Russian airbases: Valaya, Olenya, Dyagilevo, and Ivanovo-Severny. According to both Western intelligence and Ukrainian sources, the drones successfully struck at least 41 aircraft on the ground, including Tu-95MS bombers and Tu-22M3 long-range strike aircraft. Independent analysts have confirmed via satellite imagery and open-source video that at least 13 of those aircraft were either destroyed or seriously damaged, including 8 Tu-95MS. This attack is considered the single most damaging strike against Russia's strategic aviation capabilities since the Cold War and marks a milestone in the evolving use of drones in modern warfare. It demonstrated not only Ukraine's ability to conduct deep strike operations without air superiority, but also exposed the inadequacy of Russian-based defenses against low-flying, coordinated, and expendable drone swarms. The operation also raised alarms among military analysts, as it highlighted how non-stealth, non-penetrative platforms like the Tu-95MS are now vulnerable not just in the air, but also while parked on their home bases. Prior to the 2022 invasion of Ukraine, Russia reportedly maintained a fleet of around 50 to 60 Tu-95MS bombers. After repeated drone attacks on key airbases, especially Engels 2 in late 2022 and multiple strikes through 2023 and 2024, the June 2025 Spiderweb operation further degraded this fleet. Current estimates suggest that at least 8 Tu-95MS bombers have been destroyed outright since the beginning of the war, with another 4 to 6 damaged. That reduces the likely number of operational Tu-95MS aircraft to between 37 and 46, depending on the pace of repairs and retirements. To address a growing shortage of trained long-range bomber crews, Russia has announced that the Ulanovska Flight Training School will be reopened in September 2025. This school was historically responsible for training strategic bomber pilots and had been shuttered for over a decade. Its reopening is a sign of both the strain on personnel resources and the intent to maintain the long-range aviation leg of Russia's nuclear triad despite mounting technical and strategic challenges. The Tu-95MS remains a capable missile carrier due to its range and payload, but its survivability is in question. Modern conflicts are increasingly defined by speed, stealth, and long-range precision, and the Bear-H's aging design places it at a disadvantage in this evolving environment. The events of 2025 have underscored the risks of relying heavily on legacy platforms, even when upgraded. If Russia continues to depend on the Tu-95MS, it will need to invest not just in modernization, but also in hardening its airbases, improving counter-drone defenses, and accelerating the development of successor systems.